We're here in the Players' Lounge and we're joined by Claire Stancliffe, GB International. She's going to be talking to us about the funding challenges. It's lovely to have you here with us today, Claire. Can you tell us about the issues that deaf football is facing with funding?
No, thank you for having me today. There's so many issues with deaf funding in sport. The government don't recognise this, which is why UK Deaf Sport have launched a Fair Play for Deaf Athletes campaign at the moment to try and change their policies to include this in their funding.
So can you talk to us as to why there is no government funding for deaf sport or deaf football?
So the government fund Olympics and Paralympics athletes in this country, but unfortunately deaf athletes are not included in that policy. We're excluded from that. They won't recognise who we are and what we do, and the majority of the MPs don't even know anything about the Deaf Olympics themselves.
So what's the impact on deaf athletes? You must feel demoralised.
I feel like I could be here all day talking about the impact that it has. It is demoralising, we don't feel valued, it's frustrating, embarrassing having to ask for funds all the time, and it's quite sad to see that some athletes just can't continue with their sport just because of funding.
Such a shame.
So you went to the World Deaf Football Championships in Malaysia recently. You must have fundraised for that. How much did you have to raise? How much toil did that take on you?
It's a really long story really. A lot of work went into it. I was at the stage in my life where I was on a bit of a career break because I've had a lot of problems with my cochlear implant, and unfortunately I lost my job. And it was a perfect moment for me to take on something like a challenge, and it was at that moment that deaf women's football didn't have any funding, so I took it upon myself to set up fundraising page, sponsorship packages, and overall we got to about £200,000, and that paid for everything for the players to go.
Wow, well done.
Amazing.
I know a lot of big players have donated. Can you tell us who?
So the first one was Neville. He's always been a supporter of us. Previously he's given us £20,000 to pay for our flight deposits for the Deaf Olympics 2017. So that was really kind of him. We also had Gerard and Lineker support us.
And how did you actually do in the championships?
So we finished fourth. Unfortunately we lost to Poland in the bronze medal match.
Shame.
Can you talk to us in more depth about your campaign to the government? How does that work?
So on the 15th of November we launched a campaign, and 3 athletes, including myself and some members of the UK Deaf Sports staff, went down to Parliament. We hosted a drop-in centre for MPs to come along and talk to us about what we wanted and what we wanted to gain from this. Following that we set up a petition, and it's currently around 2,000 people that have signed it. We're hoping to get 10,000 in order to get the government to have a response.
So how much do you need to raise?
So UK Deaf Sport are asking the government to just give us £3 million, which is just 0.5% of the current budget that they provide UK sport for their Olympics and Paralympics GB athletes. They get about £612 million over a 4-year cycle.
So where will the next Deaf Olympics be held?
The next Deaf Olympics is in Tokyo, Japan.
I'm sure you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Japan's a great country. They've hosted Olympics before, so to have Deaf Olympics there will be amazing.
So can you talk to us as to why deaf people are not included in the Paralympics?
So the Paralympics doesn't have a deaf category, so the only way that a deaf athlete is able to compete in the Paralympics is if they have another Paralympic disability in addition to being deaf.
Also, if we took part in the Paralympics, we would lose that identity of having our own Olympics. Thank you, Claire. Good luck with the campaign and good luck for the Deaf Olympics.
Thank you.